Hello. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a few days since I posted a video, and I went out of town and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm back and ready to drop some new important information for you guys. So, on my mind today is a certain topic, and it's really important to keep this at the forefront of your mind on your success journey. I'm gonna get right into it. Appreciate you for watching. When we're on our grind and we're working towards success and achievement and progress, it seems like it's always an uphill battle. Seems like people don't understand us. It's exhausting. We have it so hard because we care so much about growing and getting better and improving. And sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I'm grinding and working so hard, and I just want to be a normal person that can be okay with being mediocre, that can just sit around and watch TV and play video games and eat junk food and never go to the gym. How nice would it be sometimes to be that type of person? Of course, that's nice in the short term, but in the long term, it doesn't amount to anything. In fact, they pay the price for that. They just delay paying that price, where we delay gratification, and they deal with the pain of facing that price later on, knowing that they wasted their life doing absolutely nothing of value with it, where we get an insanely amazing and fulfilling reward knowing that we sacrificed our fun in the short term to have much more fulfillment and enjoyment in the long term. Well, I'm also going to get into the actual topic of what this video is about. And what that is understanding that everybody has a different journey and a different path. And everybody's got advantages and disadvantages in their journey. Some people started off with a certain amount of money or a certain amount of capital or resources. Some people started off in a certain area. Some people have God-given talent or a pretty face, or they have fashion. There's advantages and disadvantages, and there's natural gifts that everybody has, and there's strengths and weaknesses. There's no getting around that. This is the way that it has always been, and this is the way that it's always going to be. If you are doing a side hustle or starting a business, you have to understand that you have advantages and disadvantages, and it's up to you to determine what those are. And I'm not so concerned about the disadvantages, but what I'm concerned about, and what this video is about, is take advantage of your advantages. Realize your strengths and exploit those strengths. Pound on those strengths. If you're great at consistency off the bat, focus on consistency. Don't worry about making the best quality of work. Hammer out the fact that you're great at being consistent. Maybe you're doing a side hustle and you're an early bird. Okay, use the fact that you're an early bird to get up extra early and do your side hustle or work on your side hustle or your business early. Conversely, you might be a night owl. Fine. Work on that stuff at night. Maybe you work at home. If you work at home and you're trying to get this side hustle going or your business going, you use that for whatever you can. Like, for example, my work isn't as busy, or I'm not as busy as I once was with my work, and I do work primarily at home. So, I'll be honest with you. If I'm able to get a moment, I'll try and make a video while I'm working or while I'm on the clock for work. As long as my stuff is done and my obligation to my employer has been fulfilled and I'm not slacking, then I'm gonna try to double up use of my time, because life is about being efficient. If you are not efficient in this fast-moving world, this merciless world, you're just gonna be passed up by everybody else. So what are the advantages that you have? I don't want to hear anything about what's limiting you. We're not talking about that here. I want to know, what's the advantages that you have? What were you born with? What talents do you have that are natural talents? What are things that you're good at? And how can you use those to further your situation? Because your strengths and your advantages are going to be a lot different than mine, most likely, excuse me. And I want you to take a moment to think about and appreciate those things that you have going for you. Some of my advantages are that I'm very consistent. I'm also very goal-oriented. I love working on goals. They give me purpose. I have vision. I have determination. That's my advantages. My disadvantages, or things that bog me down, is my mindset is very fragile. Like, if my routine gets interrupted, or if something happens in life, I can get knocked off course really easily. But I counteract that with my strength of being consistent, and I make sure not to let myself get off track for too long. It has been around a week since I made a video, and I try to make a video every day or every other day. I was out of town and other things. I don't make excuses, so I'm not gonna make excuses, and I'm not even gonna list out the reasons, because if I list out the reasons, that can be almost like I'm coming up with excuses. And I have trained myself not to come up with excuses, whether it's to myself or to anybody else. I don't speak excuses, because that's just horribly unproductive use of my mind and my time. Anyways, once again, think about your situation, think about your advantages, think about how you're using them and how you're not using them, and think about how you can start to use them. Think about the strengths and the talents that you have, and figure out a way to really use them, because it'll make you that much better off and that much more successful in your journey for success and chasing your goals and your dreams. It's also a good idea to work on your weaknesses, or at least understand what your weaknesses are, but in a more positive light. Just think about your positives, think about your strengths, think about your advantages, take advantage of your advantages, keep progressing, keep moving forward, keep grinding, keep growing, and let's just keep doing this, right? Let's keep developing and getting better every day, because that's what life is about. Appreciate you for watching. Hope that you're doing great, and I'll catch you on the next one.